Hey friends, quick check-in today. 23 days into the carnivore diet. Most of my meals have been made at home. Today I'm gonna splurge. I got some food for takeout. It is beef ribs. Let's talk about it. First of all, 51 years old. I've lost about 12 pounds on the carnivore diet. I'm about 23 days in. I don't know who's happier about the carnivore diet, myself or my dogs, because we got lots of meat and scrap leftovers. They're loving it. First rib bone done. Who's getting it? Yeah, you want it, Sonny? All right. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on her, make sure she doesn't chew it up too much. But hey, is it okay? Check this out, a full rack of ribs, absolutely amazing. Ask for the sauce on the side, nothing but meat and a little bit of dry rub, and way too expensive for my normal budget. I'm a teacher, and we just passed the holidays. So I get lots of gift cards around the holidays. They give it to one of my favorite barbecue places. I had to change my order a little bit. I would have gotten tri-tip sandwiches in the past. No more sandwiches, no more bread, no more sauce. But hey, beef ribs, a little bit of dry rub, and that's it. Fantastic. Sorry to eat in front of you. If it grosses you out, skip this video. I'm eating.
They're best buds, Daddy.
They are best buds.
Wait, who's best buds? Sunny and Riley. Oh, yeah.
In my 3.5 weeks on the carnivore diet, by the way, the beef, sorry, I just feel like a superhero when I eat it. My head's clean, clear thinking, my body feels great, feels a little leaner, my muscles feel strong, my attitude's good, feel a little happier. I've had most of my meals at home and maybe 5 meals out. And that's what I'm gonna talk about today, is when I had those meals out, how did I adjust the meals to get into the carnivore diet as close to the center as I can, at the same time trying to give myself enough leeway and grace that I can go out to several meals. Most of the time when I go out, it's with the family. I'm part of the family. I gotta join in with a great attitude and find a way to make it work. So, beef ribs, sauce on the side, a little bit of dry rub. I think that's close enough to the carnivore diet, at least for me. Call it dirty carnivore or call it whatever. I'm not eating bread. I'm not having 3 beers with it. I am having some bubbly water here. But for me, I think that's my target for the carnivore diet. As much to the middle as I possibly can, and then slightly veering off to the side when it's time to go out to dinner with the family. Or again, gift card, I'm gonna use it. You better believe it. Here's another one. Going out to restaurants, hamburger places. My family loves to go. When I was first starting the diet, I'm like, this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work. And then of course, people start leaving comments going, no, all you have to do is just order patties. So whether it's In-N-Out Burgers, McDonald's, whatever it is, just ask them for like 6 patties instead of hamburgers. It feels like that's a super weird order, but in today's world where a lot of people are either following carnivore, keto, animal-based, they're very used to it. So you don't sound like you're some crazy person when you say, hey, can I just have 6 patties by themselves? No, they're like, okay, no problem, that's $13 or whatever it is. A couple times we went out to breakfast, beautiful restaurant right down on the beach. And I changed up my order, where normally I'd get like pancakes and waffles, or maybe I would get like a omelet with a bunch of sort of double cheese, double salsa, and a bunch of veggies on it. This time I changed the omelet and got like the meat lovers special. Told them to go easy on the cheese, no veggies, and then on the side, instead of fruit, I got cottage cheese. Worked perfect. Again, I feel weird eating in front of you. I hope you don't mind. This is amazing though. My second dog is hoping I finish this fast, I would assume. Here's another one. My family likes to do movie nights. Most of the time we do the movies at home. Every once in a while we go out to the movie theater. When you go out to the movie theater, did you know that most movie theaters, or at least the ones where I live, you can now bring your own food in. You can bring Starbucks in, you can bring your own food in, you can bring a pizza in. When I was a kid, you couldn't bring anything in. I felt like they were almost purposely like making sure that they were really careful with that so you'd buy their food. Now they don't care. So my family brings in something like a pizza, I'll bring in buffalo wings. Or my family brings in food, or maybe they buy their food in there, and I put in a couple of beef jerkies, you know, into my pocket or something like that. And then my final one, my family loves pizza. We do pizza a lot. At the pizza parlors, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the menu and going, what am I gonna do? This is not gonna work. I've mentioned this in another video, by the way. And then sure enough, you see buffalo wings. So I asked him, can you order the buffalo wings without any sauce and just like a dry rub? He said, sure, no problem. And I got 2 orders of that. Now I got to turn to my family and say, hey, these are for me only. You don't get any. And of course, that got a little bit of a laugh. And then they said, no problem, Dad, don't eat our pizza. Great deal. And it's like the kids don't even really realize that I'm not eating the same food as them. You know, kind of. Now, for that meal, maybe the kids don't realize it. But that does bring up a topic of one of my biggest challenges. With 3 kids under the age of 15, trying to be nutritious in our household, we tell them that half of your dinner plate should be vegetables, or about. And now all of a sudden, no vegetables on Dad's plate. That's a tricky one. That and situations like that are my biggest challenges. All right, don't get mad at me. Lots of meat left. But look who's over here. Okay, Sonny, want to get on the camera? Want to say hi? All right. You're welcome. I know. Enjoy. Have fun. Go for it. She's looking at me like, really? You're really going to give that to me? All right. I'll tell you what, at the end, we'll go follow the dogs and see how happy they are. Sorry for my look here. It is wintertime. I'm fortunate enough to live in a place where the climate is gorgeous. It's just cold enough though that my bald head, I am bald as a bat. My bald head gets cold, so I wear beanies a lot. My body though gets hot, and I wear tank tops. I'm not trying to show off my muscles or anything like that. No. Maybe back when I was 20 I would have, but I just get hot. And you know what else is really weird is a carnivore diet will make you and me hot. Here's why. At least everything I'm saying, I've learned from someone else on YouTube. There's some amazing YouTubers out there. Lately, I've been binge watching Old Man Carnivore. Dude, that guy's awesome. Thank you very much. It makes it feel like your body wants to move. I'm ready to go. And I think that's the meat. And I think it's your body saying, hey, we don't know where to put this energy, if you will. We can't store it as fat because it's beef. I think that's how it works. So instead, it wants you to run around, walk the dogs, do some push-ups. It wants you to hit the gym. And I think this is a big reason why we get that sustained energy. I feel my energy has doubled, and I think that's how it works. I was confident when I started that part of the conversation, and now that I'm done with it, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Put a comment down below if you know more than me. This is amazing. You guys want to change the conversation a little bit? I'm going from an extremely expensive meal. Again, I'm a teacher. We got 3 kids. We're not rich. Nope. We're not poor. We're not rich. This is something I couldn't afford on a regular basis. But how much more expensive is the carnivore diet than traditional eating? Surprising, and I know I've said this before on some of my other videos, but I feel like it needs to be repeated because if you're considering doing the carnivore lifestyle, there's a few different mental blocks you might have, right? Oh my gosh, I have to eat meat, like I'm gonna get constipated and diarrhea. First of all, get over that. Second one though, that's I think a little bit more realistic to be concerned about is what about the budget? This guy's eating T-bone steaks and beef ribs. Got it. This is not my normal, but the T-bone steaks is my normal. And my wife's going today to Costco and gonna get a whole bunch more meat for me, which I'm so grateful that she's on board supporting me, even though she's not doing this diet. But the point is, once you dive in, just give yourself 2 weeks to like watch how the budget goes. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Even though the meats are very expensive, they are, you're not buying much of anything else. And I could still be on here and save more money. Like these bubbly waters is sort of my next splurge. Like this, I need the beef, I have to. This is optional though. I don't have to have bubbly water. Get some water and get it out of the sink or filter or whatever, and knock it off and quit complaining, was what I would tell myself. If I was like, carnivore diet is too expensive, I can't do that. Put down the bubbly water, drink some water, splurge on the beef, and put one step in front of the other. Make your next meal carnivore. That's the best advice I heard. Somebody else said that. Make your next meal. How do you start carnivore? Make your next meal carnivore. And then after you eat it, use that energy to go to the store and set up your next 2 days. That would be my advice. Your next 2 days with meals. Bacon and eggs for breakfast. Done. All right, you want sausages too? Fine. Put the bread back. For lunches. Easy. All kinds of great things you can do. How about the leftover meals from pot roast? Or you're in a pinch, forgot your lunch at work. Oh, I gotta order a hamburger. Great. Tell them you want 2 patties. Or order the hamburger normal, throw the buns away, eat the patties, tell them no sauce. If you're in a super pinch. By the way, add on a double order of bacon. Done. For my regular lunches though, I'm bringing leftovers. I love the shredded beef and the pot roast. So typically I'll make that, and it makes about 4 meals for me. And I will put that in my little mini fridge at school. Works great. Some of my favorite dinners at home, cooking up hamburgers for the family, exactly like I would normally do. Nothing has changed at all, except I get a little mini bowl and put my hamburger patties in there, give them a little extra seasoning. I eat that while the rest of the family has a traditional hamburger with a bun. It's not that big a deal. If you just give it a go with a positive attitude, it's not that hard. I'm gonna give one more tip if you're beginning the carnivore diet. The biggest hiccup, the 2 times I almost cheated, and I mean really cheated, like grabbed a sandwich, is when I let myself get hungry. Don't do it. Don't let yourself get hungry. If you haven't eaten in 8 meals, like ask yourself, hey, am I starting to get a little hungry? Eat. As soon as you feel a little bit hungry, day or night or whatever, eat. Eat in the middle of the carnivore diet as much as you can. Get a good meal and get past that craving. I feel like the carnivore diet, the big pitfalls would be, did you get starving and go raid the refrigerator and have 3 pieces of cold pizza or 5 pieces of cold pizza? Come on, how many do you have? Don't do that one, right? If you're gonna veer from the middle of the diet, what you're supposed to eat, veer a little, not a lot. Have food prepped and ready to go. It's not that hard. Boil a bunch of eggs. Thank you very much. Somebody else put that in my comments. Quit whining and crying. Beef jerky's so expensive. I love beef jerky too. Got it. I can't afford it all the time. Okay, well, you can buy eggs, although eggs have gone way up. Hopefully you can buy eggs. They've gone up a lot in price. But boil a bunch of eggs, and now I leave them at work, and there's 10 eggs in my little mini fridge. When I get hungry, even a little hungry, I have to eat an egg right away. Because at my work, if I go in the teacher's lounge or something like that, there's gonna be cookies, cake, other things that just look absolutely amazing that I need to make sure that I'm not hungry when I walk in there. If I'm full and walk in there, it's easy to say no. If I walk in there and I'm starving, it's very challenging to be disciplined. This is amazing. Last one, I promise. Hey, how about this for a little change of pace? If you're thinking about doing the carnivore diet, one thing I really like about making YouTube videos is that it holds me more accountable, right? There's different ways to stay accountable to this diet, and then once you get going, you're gonna start calling it a lifestyle, which I like to think of it as well, right? Telling your spouse or if you're younger, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And all of those add layers of accountability. If you're considering doing the diet and you're considering maybe making videos out of it, whether you're gonna put them on YouTube or not, I have a tripod that costs about 30 bucks. You're on my phone right now with the camera that faces me, so it's not even the best phone or the best camera. Sorry about that. No microphone, no nothing. I have another little tripod too, but I'm using a bigger one today. All right, and here comes Benny B. Ben, what would your dream lunch be right now? Like anything in the world, what's your meal?
Sushi.
Beef rib?
Sushi.
Sushi? What's your second favorite meal? Like you're like, that's what I really want. Beef ribs? Not pork ribs, beef ribs. Not pig, cow. Sure. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, dude. That is like a big slice of gold. Nice, brother. How's water polo?
That's good.
Yeah. So good. I feel like when I eat these, I don't need to eat for like half the day. Or like, maybe even skip a meal.
How long have you eaten these for?
He doesn't like eating the fat. As carnivores, we know the fat is extremely important. So good. Sunny. Riley. Hey friends, if you appreciate me making these videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and please put comments down below. What can I help you out with? And also, what can you help me out with? See you next time. Hey Sonny, how's that rib? Is that good? Riley's hiding in the planter box. She says, "Don't take my rib." Hi, kiddo.